So before I go out and do some video on the chicken coop, I just want to ask you all out there to like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, and share this video with your family and friends. That'll help us out immensely and we really appreciate it. So let's get going. Just thought I'd do a short video on the chicken coop that is currently being built. And it's already been started. The construction crew here is so fast and so efficient. So I didn't catch a bit of the beginning construction. But I thought I'd let you know what's going on with that. Get started before, have it ready before we order chickens. So the heat, food, everything can be ready for them. Especially in Alberta, where you might get a last storm in the spring. It can get really cold, dump a foot of snow on you just for a weekend or so before it melts. But it's important to have that ready. And as you can hear, I hate the noise of the power drills, hammer drills, but construction is already started. So we'll just go on over and see what's going on with that. So in order to save a little bit as far as material goes, we're building it up against the tractor shed. It's supposedly a horse shed, but we've turned it into a tractor shed and storage. So it'll have a steel roof as well, and then the chicken coop, the chicken run will just be beside it here, and then the garden's right here. So any weeds, anything that's discarded from the garden will be able to be thrown into the chicken run or the chicken coop, because they will eat just about everything. I was kidding about my construction crew. It's one man, and I'm basically the foreman, or donkey if people need a lift or some help with the. So I'm just going to try doing some catch-up video. I have been completely remiss in keeping up with the construction of the chicken coop, which is done and ready for the chickens. The chickens are ordered. And now Chris is building a chicken tractor. So watched a lot of videos. I don't think it's that big a deal that I didn't videotape all of the construction of the chicken tractor, because there's so many online. There's so many videos showing you how to do it, and everybody has their own little way of altering it or changing it to make it better for maybe their land or circumstances. So that's basically what he did, and it's actually getting pretty close to being done. So anyway, let's go out and look at the chicken coop and the chicken tractor. And then I probably, because the weather's kind of crappy, I'm not doing a lot other than starting seeds inside right now. I'm still, I'm getting quotes for another 40-foot highboy sea can. I really want to get started on my tiny house made from two 40-foot highboys, but like everything else, the prices have skyrocketed, and so I'm getting quotes and trying to decide on what to start with. But probably buying the lumber and getting going sooner rather than later is going to be a good thing, because it could end up costing thousands more in the cost and construction because of the prices of everything. So anyway, let's go outside and check out the chicken tractor. This is the chicken tractor. Decided to, instead of going with the flat one, to go with the peaked roof, and going to put a tarp on it. I'm going to actually have, there's pressure treated wood on the bottom because it's close to the ground, and we're going to put a tarp on the top. to shade the chickens. This is where we're having the problem with the water. I'm gonna have to put a pipe underneath the rig mat here, where the little channel is dug, because this is a consistent water problem. I think it's actually water and moisture draining from the neighboring property where they have a huge cattle herd. They've all gone to the slaughterhouse, but normally there's a lot of cattle over in that field there, and it seems to drain over to here, and the water and the rain and everything, just because of the slope. So the rig mats were put in the driveway here, and one ends just there where the dry spot is. So, but unfortunately, I think it's going to be better to put a pipe here. So this rig mat's going to have to be lifted and a pipe put through to drain, because otherwise the water's going to be an issue for the chickens. I can't even walk on there right now. I'm going to be putting the garden fabric on that garden bed pretty soon too. And now you can actually see the hay where the potato patch is going to be. I'm going to try using the roost stop method for growing potatoes, because we're old and tired. So anyway, let's go over and I'll show you the finished product of the chicken coop. Pretty fancy schmancy chicken tractor. Gotta get the tires too. I hate that noise. You'd think I'd be used to it by now, but I've built so many homes. So we've got the hardware on the door. Changed this a bit because the boxes were sticking out of the chicken coop. I saw on a few shows, few videos that we watch and homesteads that we follow on YouTube, and the eggs were actually freezing. So decided to cut a hole in the wall here and have it so that we can access the eggs and the nesting boxes here. They'll keep a little warmer being inside the structure rather than sticking out into the cold. And then the door is here, and I've got a flashing on top and on top of the nesting boxes, so that you don't get water leakage in there. Let's go inside and check out the chicken coop. Changed this a bit. Got the lights ready and the waters, the feeder. And we got this straw, but it's really chopped up and kind of shredded. So I think we're going to end up getting the pine shavings after we've used this. We've already got it ready for the chicks, and these lights will probably have to be lowered for when they're brand new. But for right now, it's just a matter of getting them ready, and then the chains can be raised or lowered. This piece here is actually for them roosting, and it's on hinges just to lift up out of the way to make cleaning the floor easier once the chickens are allowed to roam around in here. So we put this window on this side. It's not the south facing wall, it's east. But if they're not getting enough sun in the winter to keep laying, we might put another window, or even we've got an old skylight that we got really cheap at an auction. So maybe put it there to get more sunlight in the winter. And then sealed up the top here. I know you need some air because of the ammonia, but sealed this up just for the baby chicks, you know, when they're brand new. And there's still a lot of ventilation you can see up there with the steel roof, the grooves in the steel roof. So ventilation shouldn't be a problem. With the window, again, you can always open the window. So, because you get a lot of ammonia from the chicken poop. So lots of spots for them to roost here. And then, like I say, this goes down, and then each step here is for the chickens to roost, and then they can just hop up to the nesting boxes. We've also, we had a huge cardboard box from the new generator, and I kept those because we might end up lining this with the cardboard, again, just for an extra little layer in case we get a cold. It's not uncommon in Alberta to get a really bad snowstorm, a lot of snow, that last storm in March or April. So you just never know, and things like this, really heavy-duty cardboard, I don't throw anything away. I guess I got a little bit of my mother in me. And then this is a light bar that we picked up, I think at Costco, and it can be really handy in a workshop or anything else. It's just hooked to an extension cord, so pretty handy to throw out here to have some light when you come in. And then the feed box, this is for when you get bigger. Let's just dump the bag of feed in there, comes out the bottom, hopefully will mean a lot less waste. So this door really is only meant to keep them in once they're allowed the run of the chicken coop here. Hard to do that with one eye on the camera. Chicken feed ready. And like I say, this is really heavy cardboard. Keep it, you just never know what you might need it for. So, lots of ventilation up there. So that's the awesome chicken coop and the awesome chicken tractor so far. So before I forget, like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, and share this video with your family and friends. We really appreciate it. And we'll see you next time.